commitment to these activities. The Student Government Award is presented to a member of the student government who embodies the best qualities and spirit of student government. This individual shows leadership on council and performs his or her duties in an exemplary fashion. Would Mr. Cormier please come forward to present the Student Government Award?
Good evening. I'm honored to present the Student Government Award for Leadership to a very deserving candidate. Although student government as a whole was pretty special this year, having done all that was expected of them, and creating some new expectations for future groups with all the interesting things they've tried this year. As a scaffolding for my speech, I'll use a few quotes that I've found regarding leadership. Let's begin with this one. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. That's by John Maxwell. I didn't know this student before they expressed interest in student government. As soon as his name was added to the potential candidates list, there was a buzz among the students. This guy was well respected already before even having set foot in a council meeting. Here's another sports quote. Earn your leadership every day. That's by Michael Jordan. That's a sports quote, since this person likely brought some credibility over from the sports world, but really earned his leadership from day one on student government. His job description wasn't specifically connected to school spirit, but you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone more likely to paint themselves green than this person, and this year's student government went through green paint like Gatorade at the Super Bowl. He was at all of the big events, and many of the small ones, leading the cheers, supporting players on the court and field, at the senior and junior varsity level. Here's another quote, another sports quote. Nothing will work unless you do. This student decided that it's important to support more of the school's sports teams, especially the ones who don't get much love and fan support. Our very dedicated cheerleaders, for example, they cheered at everything, but who cheers for them? So, this young person led a contingent of people to go cheer the cheerleaders at the cheerleading competition. He was at everything. Football games, soccer games, Legs for Literacy, turkey drives, free hug days, coffee houses, movie nights, Goji's fundraisers. The student's been omnipresent at this school, leading student government initiatives and supporting those of other groups. He has spearheaded new initiatives, such as what's likely to be an annual tradition, the Movember Rockathon. The Adopt a Team, where every team had some chance to have some fan support, that's largely his project. At May Day, gathering the clans, he was actively engaging the grade 8s, our future Highlanders, and making them excited about coming to our school. That's caring, planting seeds you won't even be around to harvest. The last quote is from social media. The recipient of this award was a tireless promoter of all school activities on our BMHS Twitter and Facebook accounts. He even went so far as to create a Ask FM account. It's kind of a bulletin board of sorts where people can ask questions about upcoming events, etc., and he would patiently answer even the silliest questions without fail. Without revealing who I was, well, I harassed him by asking him random questions, and then eventually I asked him what he would miss the most about being on student government. He could have been dismissive. He didn't need to give me a thoughtful answer. The quote he provided, and the fact that he bothered to provide it, is exactly why he's receiving this award. So these are his words. Just working together with council, planning events and assemblies, the feeling of accomplishment that goes along with everything you do. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present the Student Government Award for Leadership to Kiefer Bell.
Congratulations, Keeper, and thank you, Mr. Cormier. The vocational award is given to a student who has shown great promise in vocational education. Would Mr. Wasson please come to the stage to present this award?